Welcome to the Pure Podcast, where we dive into topics that will help you live a pure life. I'm Joby, your host, and today we have some amazing guests lined up to share their expertise with you. Some of the topics we'll be discussing include breathwork training, healing, trauma release methods, meditation practices, and divine healing. We'll be speaking with world-leading experts, people in the field who are making a huge difference in the lives of others. So whether you are looking to improve your own well-being or seeking to help others, this podcast is for you. Make sure to follow and subscribe Pure Breathwork for all the latest episodes. And for those interested in becoming a breathwork facilitator, head to our website, purebreathwork.org. Get ready for an enlightening journey as we explore the purest ways to live our life. Enjoy the show, everyone. See you on the other side. Hey everyone, welcome. This is the brand new Pure Podcast. We've had many other podcasts in the past, which you've all been following, and this is the new rebranded podcast. So I am absolutely delighted today to introduce you to one of the most fun, joyful, playful beings that I've met in a long time, and she matches my energy. And we did a live Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and we didn't stop laughing. This is one of her work is inspiring millions all over the world. So I'm going to go into her bio in a minute. Every day she's out doing incredible content on Instagram. She does the most amazing meditations. And I literally just said to her as well, I said, would you like to do a little meditation at the end? And she said, yeah, I'm going to go and get my crystal ball. And I could literally hear her coming down the stairs playing it. She is a ball of joy. I'm absolutely delighted and so honored to have my beautiful friend Spiritual Tiik as our first guest. I'm going to introduce her in a bit, but let me just read her bio because she is powerful and you are going in for a treat today, everyone. Okay, so Spiritual Tiik is a natural empath, a Reiki master teacher, transformational speaker and coach. Okay, she is, when I say fun, okay, I hope you guys are ready to really delve deep. She makes healing fun again. All right. She is a Theta practitioner. We're going to delve deep into that. Theta work is incredible. If you don't know what that is, you're very insightful work working with source energy, right? Okay, so she is a galactic starseed incarnated to support individuals to ignite their true power and rediscover their purpose. She's works all around the world. She holds retreats. She is a badass. I can't even tell you. Like, I love this girl. She is so powerful. She's always creating inspirational content, and for all of her social media platforms, which is Spiritual Tiik. Check it out. Go and follow her straight away because she will help you transform your life and live a better life. And her mum would say that she come out of the womb ready to support individuals to rediscover their truths through cultivating change in their mental, physical, and energy bodies. And she's been doing this for a couple of decades. Guys, we are in for a treat today. Welcome, Spiritual Tiik. How are you doing, my darling?
Hey!
So good to have you with me. Let's do
oh my
the
God. I
energy.
was like, I couldn't even get that. I was like, okay. Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Joby. It is an honor. I think, when you connect with people and you just know that you've been vibing, not just in this lifetime, but maybe across lifetimes.
Oh yeah, we've definitely been in the galaxy throughout the cosmos, right? We're 100%. I love
Definitely.
that.
I'm honored to be your first guest on your new platform. I'm
yeah,
like,
the rebrand. This is going to be Pure Podcast 001.
I
And
love that.
what a way to start it, because we are going to connect with source today. So
Absolutely.
we are, as Teague always does, I connect to source, she does. So we're going to definitely gonna have a lot of fun today. So talk to me a little bit about your Theta Healing, because if someone doesn't know what Theta Healing is, straight away in that description, I'm like, like this. Talk to me.
Oh, I'm glad to know you're familiar with the practice. You know what? I stumbled across. So you say theta. Well, I say theta, and you
Mm.
said. I'm British. Well, I'm not British. I am British.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm
Hold on a
American
minute, hold
first.
on a minute, hold on a minute. Let's get this right. So you've been living in UK for what, 13 years?
Oh my God, 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
So is she really British now? Like, is she part of the furniture yet? I reckon she might need another
I listen.
year. I reckon
Do I need
another
that?
year at least. At least.
Right. I might have to get the 1-5. Yeah, you know what? Clearly I'm British because it's in me. I've been here for a number of years, which has been amazing. But
You
I am
like tea?
American. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I do wholeheartedly. You know what's
Oh, you're
interesting is
definitely British then. Definitely British. That's okay. You pass. You pass. You pass. 10 points. 10 points.
received. So yeah, sugar dumpling. Like theta healing is one of like many modalities, that I have stumbled across in my remembering. People are saying like, oh, when did you awaken? I'm like, sugar dumpling, I was born ready to go again. I knew what time it was, but people sources everything and everything. So people are downloading different modalities and then bringing that into the world. So Vienna Insibo, she is the founder of, I say founder of Theta Healing because it came through her as a direct channel.
Yeah, I read a
And
book.
yeah, she got
Mhm.
loads of books, which is actually the content that feeds into the courses, which is awesome. So people can read it as a standalone, but they also can start their journey as a theta healing practitioner if they choose. But I stumbled across it in Bali. I was gonna
Oh,
say fair
have
enough.
you just mentioned Bali? Right. Bali is literally
I did.
calling me. I've had 4 people this week. Bali, Bali, Bali. I'm getting signs of
Because
it.
Joby, we're supposed to be there. Like I had this super calling that I should have went to Bali, and then all my peoples. I was like, wait, where are you? I'm in Bali. I'm like, what? Where are you in Bali? I'm like,
Bali, Bali, Bali. So what I'm getting is Bali. I'm like, stop it. Put me
yeah. And
hood over my eyes and my ears. I can't see. I can't.
And you know what? We can't even complain because we did get the memo. We got it telepathically, and we're still in England, so that's our fault. So,
Yeah, it is our fault. Yeah.
definitely. But I was backpacking. I think, gosh, what year was that? 2015.
Mm.
So almost a decade ago, and I was just feeling the calling to do something else. And once, and everyone out there, whether you're a newbie or not a newbie, the thing is that there's a feeling and a knowing that you're ready to do something else or be called to experience something else. And it was a bit like that. I ran into a beautiful vessel. His name was Israel, and he was staying at the location where I call my Balinese family. I just started adopting people. I'd be like, okay, you, my mom and pops. Everywhere I go, I got my mom
It's
is.
all
I'm
right.
like,
I'm
yeah,
getting people in headlocks. Right, you're in my family now. Yeah, come on.
my mom was like, I'm like, yeah. So my Balinese family.
We're fam now. That's it. Come on, make the dinner. Let's go. Put the kettle on. I want a cup of tea.
If you treat Teak well, I love you. I love, but you know what? I do like Joby. Honestly, I meet people and we go deep. People take me off to their villages and I get to see other things. I get the true, authentic. So then I'm like, you know what? We must be family. Like we up in here, But it was there. He was standing there and we made this eye contact. I was like, wow, we're connected. And I get super deep. I'm like, I wonder what planet we lived on and blah blah blah. Anyway, he had told me about theta healing. And at the time, I understand the brain waves, and I understand the significance of the brain waves and the empowerment behind it. But so theta practitioners, I feel like it's a remarkable modality to sort of dive into because I'm the way I explain it. I don't know if Vienna will come for me or not, but I'm explaining it Teak way. Okay, so I would say the baseline for me it's diving into the subconscious mind, right? And supporting people to transform and transmute sort of limiting belief systems that they have. Okay. And knowing that the power is within you, right? So you do the modality encourages the practitioner to, align with their vessel, their client, however you want to define it, and you go down this journey, you start digging, right? And then you get the client to affirm what is already in them, and aligning that with what the creator already has within them, and just affirming that in that subconscious, and it's removing things from different sort of as I'm gonna say aspects of the mind. So just thinking about, there's four sort of areas: the core genetic history, soul levels. So we're moving programs on these different sort of levels. You understand what I mean? That, and people have to understand that what you, and I say mind, body, and soul, but what you have in sort of ego, well, then you go a layer deeper, and you are just storing things. I call it the energy body, right? Which we know is the aura, but it's different layers to that. So when I think about theta healing, it's diving into that vessel and being able to remove those sort of belief systems. I'm gonna use the words across dimension and time, and I find it to be really profound. And it's the key really is about the practitioner being able to visualize that change, and the reality is when you're working with energy anyway, I feel when your intention is in alignment, things happen, so some people are like, oh, I didn't see anything. I'm like, yeah, but if your intention is there, things are happening for you, but theta healing, the I guess for people that it's really still like, oh, but what theta brainwave is the, so diving into the subconscious, right? So when you're in a subconscious state, you are more likely to be subjected to change. It's a bit like what can I correlate it to? Like hypnotherapy. They dive people down into a subconscious state
Yeah, of
and they
course, of
support
course.
them exactly to, they do a little digging and they support people to, whether it's a fear or it's a belief systems, to sort of remove that. The thing that what I feel like separates theta healing from that example is that, we're diving with the spirit, your spirit bodies, and we're moving things across dimension and time. We're looking at a genetic level, we're looking at the history, the soul level, the core level, like this lifetime. But there's other factors. Obviously, it is it's a really, I'm not gonna say a complicated modality because it's not, but it's one that when you practice, you begin to see clearly as a practitioner and be able to support and in helping your clients sort of move that energy along. So I mean, I enjoy the sessions. I'm grateful that it's in my little toolbox now, and well, it's been there for years. But I have seen theta healing really support people to really shift, energy and really dive in even deeper. And you got to do other things like cleansing and clearing contracts and all of these sort of things that we come in the world with from another lifetimes and so forth. So it's a really good modality to whether if even if someone didn't want to become a practitioner, just to sort of learn a bit more about it would be useful for their spiritual journey
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
healing.
That's why I read the book years ago just to get a little bit of an understanding of it. It wasn't like,
Yeah,
okay, cool, I'm going to go out and really just like learn it. It was to get an understanding of that. I love learning new modalities. I love learning, and for me, it's like I love learning what other people are out there doing.
ooh, yeah, yeah.
Like that for me inspires me as well. It's like a treasure chest, right? What are you doing to help clients, and how are you helping transform people? So I'm always trying to discover new little things, new little ways. What little nuggets can I take? Can I add to my business, or can I go and learn? And then hopefully I can do the same for other people as well. And it's like we're out here, we're all working together. It doesn't matter what modalities
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have, it's how we are helping people live a better life.
absolutely. Oh, yeah, and
And
drop
let
the mic and walk away. Yeah, that sounds great. Absolutely.
and let's how can we make healing fun again? Which is you've got this thing of you bring fun to your sessions, right?
Yes, I do.
It's for me, this stigma around healing has to be this very dark, deep process, facing our shadows, facing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that side is needed, but if we can live in an elevated state and we can have an hour, an experience where we're having some fun, naturally our body and our mind's going to go, oh, I like this. I want to do this again. But internally, we're getting this deep cleanse, deep healing. And I just, for me, having fun in a session is just like, let's have an experience. It doesn't, and when we're on this loop of healing, I don't know how you agree with this, but it just seems like are you ever going to get off the loop of healing? It's like
You know what, Joby? You said a lot of things in there that I felt was really powerful, and I think if it's okay with you, I can answer from my perspective in
Of
terms of
course, yeah, please.
so and when it comes to healing, to Teak, the individual is the healer because
Mhm.
source resides in your body. And we are all part of that collective consciousness, which means then in our cells, in our DNA, we remember who we are, whether we consciously remember who we are or not. Okay. The subconscious is full of knowledge. So people used to talk about, I don't hear people talking about the Akashic records that often anymore, but definitely, I was one of those ones. I had my secret friends and before everything became, social media became a thing and people could pass access. Listen, I was one of those people with my secret friends. I was watching Gaia before Gaia, grew to the platform that it was. I was talking about deep space, this and that. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to healing, though, I feel what you're saying in terms of like the energy of bringing joy. But equally, like you said, there's a time and a place.
Of
And
course.
so when I do like for example, when I do my retreats, my transformational retreats, right? I bring them to a serene place because I know we're about to go deep into the work.
We're
You know what I
going
mean?
deep, 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 deep.
Right? So the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? But you are absolutely correct. I think, but we share something alike because we have this sort of vibrant, joyful personality, and it's not to say anything against another practitioner. But what
Mm,
happens is that when someone has experienced a level of pain or remembering a pain trauma,
mm.
we can go through that, but in the same breath, when you give that smile, when you tell them it's going to be all right, when you shift the state of being, then you see them going, oh, you can see it in their eyes like, ooh, okay, there is hope, and because people level of awareness, whether or not, spirituality and understanding that actually this human experience is just what it is. It's a human experience, right? And our soul came here to learn. But when people are not necessarily on that level of awareness yet, it's something comforting about knowing that who they trusted, their practitioner, has their back. And you know joy, laughter, all of that, those are high vibrational frequencies. So when you can change your state and boom, go into that, then just like I tell people, to dance with dance bring joy, right? Especially if it's your favorite song. So it's going to shift your state of being, but also is making sure that we dive into that shadow and get to the root cause. Because like you said, in healing or being on a journey of releasing, it can feel like a wheel. And I always say it's an onion. You pull back a layer, you're exposed. Ah,
Here comes the onions here.
exactly. And then once you clear that up, you feel stronger, right, in self. And you see people, you're like, yeah, I feel good in myself. But then they got to pull back the next layer. And it might be similar situation, but it's a deeper area to sort of dig into. But they're stronger now, but it's still like, so I feel like you're growing up, you're leveling yourself up, but you're I think people, I can't say the phrase anyway, you're growing up in terms of your journey when people are ready, because some people are not ready. They get to a certain place and are like, this is good for me. I'm just gonna be here, and that's okay too. And I say when your vessel is ready, then we can continue. But if your vessel is not ready, I can't do anything for you. You have to agree, you know you have to agree. And I always ask people too, Joby, like, do I have your permission to do A, B, and C? So I can,
Yes,
people
she
get
do.
so
Yes, she do.
and they have, and thank you, they have to give you permission because you're supporting them. And I like to use that word, when people say to me, oh, but Teak, you're a healer, I said, no, I support you. I'm a vessel
No, I'm a
that can
guide.
channel and support you you
Anyone
know
who comes to me is like for breath work or any other healing, it's like you're the one, you're the healer. I'm the guide. I'm just going to show you what to do, how to get you the best, fastest transformational results that last.
Yes, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. You know, you talked about modalities, and I appreciate what you do as breath work, you know, because although I didn't train in our breath work, but you know, source is source. Things are innate. But I always talk about breath being our foundation to healing. Breath is life. So I tell the vessels that I work with, breath is life. So we got to get you breathing at a baseline, get
Of
you
course.
breathing properly. And then, you know, you can define if someone's had trauma. Now you have more understanding of that because that's your area. But for me, just innate. It's the baseline for my practices. And
Yeah.
because I have so many modalities there, I I work differently. I work on based on the individual. So Joby, if you came to me, for example, and you were like, Take, I know there's something I need to shift, boo. And I'll be like, all right, Joby, let's get into it, right? But you are a very different vessel than someone else. So I would ask your permission, Joby, let's do a consultation. Let me tap in. Let me get into, you know, I harness all my modalities. So let me get into the theta. Let me pull in. I'm a Reiki master teacher. Let me get into that. Let me see where the pain is in the body. Let me see where it's stuck in your aura, blah, blah, blah. And then I step away from that. And I don't just give people normal standard like, oh yeah, you just come for this treat, because it's not. You are a
No.
multifaceted being, and that means that with all the sort of abilities I have, I don't like to really the word gift, then I need to take that, even being an innate intuitive, and I need to go away, meditate after we've had a consultation and go, okay, spirit, show me what is right for Joby, what combination therapy, because in that moment, that's probably what you need. But if I let ego come in and be like, oh, just give them the standard, there's no standard. There
Mm.
has to be something created. So the way Teak works when I do one-to-ones is very much so bespoke, because I believe that every vessel is different, you know. So there's a variation. I do something on Thursdays. I do tea with Teaks, but that's like a talk. But I actually do. I don't. I'm not a. I have, although I have a psychology degree, I'm not a licensed psychologist, so I don't want to call it therapy. So I call it tea with Teaks. But what that is a session that deals with the ego. Okay. And so when you do mind, body, and soul, you have to satisfy the mind in your treatment as well, because otherwise it's not balanced, right? So with that, depending on the level of the individual, the level of awareness, I call it source work. So I'll tease things out and give them source work according to their level of awareness.
Mm.
So it's not going to look the same for each person, because it can't. Because what comes out of you is going to be different than what comes out of another vessel.
Yeah,
Make sense?
exactly. It's everyone's individual signature. All
Yes,
right.
exactly.
Yeah. It's the like, but everyone's breath is a different signature. You'll breathe a different way than I will breathe. And if you can get into that baseline, as you was talking about a moment ago, and you can really get someone to change just their breath, even just a little bit deeper, a little bit faster than they normally would, you change the chemistry and the chemicals in the body and in the mind. So all of a sudden we start even just a little bit deeper, just 50% more deeper than you normally would. That is going to change the chemistry in the body. And you can
Mhm.
start working at little tiny steps as well. And it's very, very important for people to understand your breath holds so much healing power. And when you can tap into that, like you was talking about, that's the baseline. Change that, you can change your healing
Yes.
quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit more about your client experience of like transformational experience. Let's give some people examples of what you've seen, what you've like, because I've seen some, I've absolutely seen miracles, like people
Yes.
transform. Like I've seen a couple of people with suspected cancer gone,
Mm,
a couple
beautiful.
gone, back pain gone, 30. Like
Beautiful.
when source is there, like a miracle just happens, right? So tell me a little, like one of your favorite stories of like a transformational thing. So if people want to book in with you, they go, yeah, okay, I've got this. She's my girl. I'm gonna go and see her for a session, you know.
Well, I don't. I might scare some people, so I ain't gonna go that deep. But
No, 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 bring it. Let's
uh,
talk.
I'll keep it in. I'll keep it in a rhythmic balance. But you know what, Joby, I have seen so many things in my lifetime on this planet. Okay, in this carnation, And you know, in terms of my clairvoyancy of being able to see certain things, I think that some people are equipped to or destined to do certain things, okay, and be able to hold certain energy simultaneously. It's not
Mm.
for everybody, okay, but it is for some of us, because that's what makes us unique, and I have the ability of being able to channel, hold the energy in a room, and also shift the energy in the room. Okay. And that's been going on for time. And I think as you learn and discover yourself, you begin to become more aware of your, I'm going to call it superpower. Everybody got a superpower, right?
Superpower. Yeah, yeah. So show me
Yeah.
your superpower. What's your superpower? Do you ever have
Everybody
a
has their
problem? I
superpower.
always like this as well. If you ever have a challenge, what's my superpower in this? Show me
This
the
is it.
superpower.
Absolutely. So when we talk about transformation, first of all, when I do one-to-ones, like proper, I don't work with everybody because I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody's not necessarily ready for transformation, which is why I do consultations. Okay, because in my core, one of my values, my ethos is I want to be used as a vessel. Well, not I want to, Spirit said. You be used as a vessel to support people to heal, on all those different levels. And that means that they need to be vibrating at a certain frequency, number one, to be able to do that. So when you, for example, gave about people you seeing miracles of cancer, those people are ready to release that. They're ready to release the thought forms that created cancer, number one. Because cancer, I tell people, I said, cancer was actually not a low vibration. Cancer is a response from what happens. So the energy of that, the imbalance of the cells are arriving due to a rhythmic thought pattern and then behaviors that's created it. So, and that would attract it into your physical vibration. Okay. And that's a story for another day, but it's the truth.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
of
and
course.
so the thing is that when I do my retreats, I always smile because I have like, a little classroom full of newbies that come in and got the little deer in the headlights looking scared. I don't know what I put myself into. I trust her. I think I saw her here, all of these things, right? And I take them on a journey and it's like entering a portal. And to be fair, I'm going to say it is entering a portal because on my transformational retreats, I'm going to use that as a baseline example. I have these people with me for 5 full days, but they tell me they feel like they've been with me for 2 and 3 weeks because that is what's happening. That time doesn't exist when you enter a certain realm. Okay, when you elevate your vibration to a certain level. So these individuals were ready for change, whether or not they were afraid, etc. But I literally watch people come in with so much weight and so much low vibration, and on day 5 they go out new vessels feeling light. I've seen people glowing, and spirit brings into me what needs to happen. I think, I opened up a retreat a couple of years back, and I the first thing I do is cleanse everybody vibration because I have to keep space and hold space, right? And I remember a young, beautiful vessel. She had, I'm gonna call it for the sake of calling it entities, okay, low vibrational attachments. Now, listen, when we get into talking about those energies, to be fair, everybody can deal with could use a cleansing of these type of energies. Okay, it's the sort of you have two sides of the spectrum, isn't it? That's how the universe works. And I say to people because they get too caught up in, oh, but I am of the light. So am I, darling. But guess what? The dark exists in us too, and it has just the same amount of power as the light, right? So it's acknowledging these energies over here and saying, hey, I'm not vibrating with you though. You're gonna come out, We're not gonna do this. Okay. But it's I even talking about something so serious, I still make joke of it because
Oh,
I want to bring it, I want to bring it down to, a neutral state to say, but it's possible to release. And, you got all these different cultures that been doing things historically in the background. We know if you've been a traveler, different cultures, they do these cleanses, they do these rituals to get rid of certain energies, et cetera, et cetera. You understand what I mean? And so sometimes when people are being filled, weighed down by life, they got some help. Okay, I'll just leave it there. These energies are having a party. They're like, oh yeah, you're depressed? Cool, yay! Because maybe that
Yes.
is the energy of depression. Do you
Of
understand what I mean?
course.
Oh, you got anxiety? Oh yeah. And then when I say
They
that, people are like,
feed off of it.
that's
They
not
feed.
funny. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not making a joke. I'm telling you that they have a right to exist on their frequency. So for we to say you can't exist, of course they have a right to exist. It's ebb and flow of life, But if you don't want to be depressed anymore, you don't want to have anxiety, you don't want to have sort of these other things happening, then we got to raise your vibration up. Because if you're existing at, for example, -10, this is 0, right? Once you go to +10, guess what? That
They
doesn't
come.
exist because
Yeah.
it's not the same frequency. Science tells us that, right? So, and the thing is I get people to start to, it's about teaching as well. So yeah, you do the transformational work, but it's satisfying the mind. So we have to learn, well, what is frequency, what is vibration, what is energy, and understanding that. So this is where the transformation comes in, because when I say meet people where they are, sometimes their mind creates a block, right?
Oh,
And so it's working through the fears and the vibration of fear, and we're going, no, but we can get this, but putting in different techniques and strategies. And then sometimes I literally can move a certain, I call them AM. I don't want to give away my retreats, so I don't tell people what goes on, but we have these AM sessions, okay? And so and during the AM sessions, what I do is I harness the energy of the universe. Now let me go deep. So before
go
I
for it.
even
Go
come
for it.
into
I
a
like this. Go for it. Go in. Go, 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 go.
so before I even like come into the space, I connect. Like I'm not only am I an earth sign, I literally the element of earth. That's that's me. Like if I had to be like, there's a show on Netflix I think called The Last Avatar or something like that. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. I've seen it. Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
and it's cute.
airbender. I watched it the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah, yeah. That's it.
amazing.
It's it.
So
Yeah,
sick. All about the
yeah.
elephants. It's wicked.
Yes, exactly. And I would definitely be in the crew, the earth crew, because it's not that we don't have all of it within us, is that something may channel a bit stronger for you as an individual. But then again, somebody might be able to do all of them. You understand what I mean? But earth is my playground. Whenever I see self, I see myself as Gaia. I see myself in the energy and being able to create a stable environment for the vessel, because if you need to feel safe, right, before you do the work. And so that's the way I sort of begin. But when I go into the space, I elevate the vibration of the space, which makes it easier for energy to move. Okay. Because obviously it's like, otherwise it's like moving through treacle. London to me has a very heavy vibrational frequency.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you're hypersensitive. I remember coming down in the airplane and going, "Ah, I don't like it." Like literally crying.
Feeling
I
it
was
up
in
in the air. I'm
tears.
not going down the line.
I was coming, I was coming back from Bali. Funny enough, and when you're in a heightened frequency, and Bali, the energy over there is feminine, more feminine in Ubud, right? And so coming back here, I was so heightened, and then I was like, I don't want to be here. And I was in the house for like 2 weeks, and I think my friend, she was like, Teak, are you okay? You're scaring me. I said, I'm fine. I just don't want to go outside because I'm not ready to integrate. But no, you learn different strategies over time to sort of deal. But yeah, these things that you talk about, I've had someone that's had significant trauma. I mean, they've been raped, they've been abused from a child, from like,
Oh, it's
three,
just
four
like
years of age.
it's deep, deep,
All of
deep stuff. It's like
yeah,
that
huge
work
stuff.
is so deep and so sensitive as well, isn't it? It's
Yes. And people need to feel safe. And the one thing that I think is important is creating that environment of safety and taking them through the different stages. When you have chronic trauma, people are suffering from PTSD. And it's anything can be a trigger. And so I have a lot of my clients, I attract a lot of people who have had chronic trauma and they're ready to see that transform. And when I see it transform, I get super, super excited because sometimes I'll see vessels come in and I can see their outcome, right? They can't see their outcome yet, but I can see their outcome. And it makes me feel good to know that I'm going to support them on a journey to get to where they need to be. And that's that segment, and then they move on and something else may arrive. Like you said, the circle of healing.
yes, exactly. The continuous loop. I'm
Continue.
healing.
Yeah.
I'm healing. I'm going for more healing. I'm going for more healing. Yeah, let's break that chain and make it a fun experience for yourself. And when you can have these experiences and you can go to someone as powerful as Teak who can get you through certain aspects and challenges of your life, you know you're in good hands, safe hands, and you're gonna be very, very looked after. So I look forward to coming and having a session with you as well, so I can talk about you even more.
I got you, sugar dumpling, and
Yeah,
it'll
let's
be a
go.
comedy segment.
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair, I love. It's not as healers, we don't really take the time sometimes to go and have our own session and go and have an own experience somewhere else as well. We're always helping and serving others, but sometimes we've got to fill our own cup up as well, haven't we?
100%. 100%. We deserve. And it's finding that balance because, we teach people to find a rhythm, right? Now, my lifestyle is spiritual. So I wake up, I do a routine, I cleanse, I put on my beats, I do that.
Mm.
So sometimes I have to say to myself, okay, what am I going to do outside of my normal? I teach people to have this normal. And I'm like, yeah, but what else do you want to do? Oh, okay. Make sure you
Yeah,
do the massage. Okay,
all,
make sure you
all,
do.
all I do is teach. I'm teaching other people to become facilitators. It's like sometimes you got to just go, do you know what? I need to have a bit of a human experience as well. You got to have a bit of a balance, and then you got to sometimes got to go and do your own bit of healing as well to level up and do a bit more education. And I love learning. I'm like, if I can do another course, yeah, all right, let's do it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it comes. What can I learn today? What can I learn? I'm listening to audios. I'm doing another course. I'm doing this. I'm just like, I'm still always growing. It doesn't matter. We're on the path. But it'll be feel really nice. We're about 20 or 30 minutes in. But if it's okay with you, would you like to maybe take someone through a little bit of a healing meditation just to end?
Yeah, of course we can do that. So I have one of my bowls here in my lap, small but mighty. And so what I'm gonna do is harness the power of the throat chakra as well, so do a bit of guided segment. Um, and then harnessing the energy and the frequency of the sound bowl. So I'm gonna set the intention to go into the heart chakra and then move energy through the throat chakra. Because I'm setting that intention, then whoever comes back, usually that's what I start to
Someone
see.
always goes, that resonated with me so much. And I just go, yeah, I got it. I get it.
Yeah, 100%. So because we're doing this ad hoc, I'm just gonna trust spirit. Um, and so the first thing that I would like to do is I'm gonna invite you, Joe, because we're gonna do it live in the flesh, well, virtual flesh. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, and whether or not you're sitting in a chair or you're sitting in Shavasana. For those that don't know what Shavasana is, so it's the lotus position where you cross your legs like this. But basically, it's being comfortable. But I'm going to invite you to turn your palms up. In Reiki, this is your energy centers. Where you channel energy. So you just gently rest that on your lap. Okay. And for those that are not like in Shavasana or in the lotus position, got their legs crossed, then just sit with your feet flat on the floor. Okay. And so what I'm going to invite you to do is just to close your eyes. And in the first instance, I want you to be in the role of the observer. And I want you to just observe, how are you breathing inside of your body? I want you to go into your body. And there's no judgment, it's just observation. And once you see and feel how you're in your breath, then I want you to look deeper in your body. Go within. Allow your vibration to go within. And observe your cells, the flow of blood through your veins, how that all moves rhythmically with your breath. Be mindful if it's in your shoulders or in your stomach. Just be here now. And just take a couple of more breaths for me in your own right. And then together as a collective, we're going to breathe and come into alignment. So on my count, when I get to 3, we'll inhale together. 1, 2, and 3. And inhale, divine white light and healing energy. Divine white light and healing energy. And expand just a little bit further for me and gently hold. And you're going to open up your mouth and you're going to exhale, just slowly releasing. And allow yourself to fully empty. And we're going to do that 2 more times for what I like to call a cycle of breath. And again, let's go ahead and inhale divine white light and healing energy. Divine white light and healing energy. And hold that vibration. Gently open your mouth and exhale even slower than the first time. And allow yourself to fully empty. Now, as your awareness is expanding, as I mentioned, the divine white light, I want you to imagine that you can see it filling up your vessel. Inhale divine white light and healing energy. And expand this vibration into your mind's eye, right there in the center of your eyebrows. And then hold that for divine clarity. And now gently exhale through your mouth. Allowing yourself to fully empty. Beautiful. And I want you, beautiful soul, to keep with that rhythmic breath. Inhaling divine white light. Holding the vibration. And then slowly exhaling. And then I want you to gently bring that awareness into your heart chakra. And in your heart, I want you to imagine that you have a beautiful light that's beginning to emulate. And we're going to gently turn up its levels of brightness. In a moment, you're going to imagine that that light is like a switch. And we're going to flick it up and you're going to get brighter. On my count to 3. 1, 2, and 3. Flick your switch. Get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Beautiful. Allow your whole vessel to illuminate with light. Beautiful. And bring the energy back into the center of your heart. But you're still glowing. We're just going to create a ball of energy and light, like a core. And surrounding that light ball, we're going to put a beautiful golden light. And I just gently want you to move that light down the body, down the spine, through your legs, and exit out the base of your feet. Go into the earth, deeper, deeper, deeper. And we're going to connect to the center of the earth. Allow Allow Mother Earth to hold your vibration. And imagine being embraced with so much love. Here, we're going to allow roots to begin to grow from our energetic feet. Allow. Connect. Expand. Expand your roots beyond your imagination. Beautiful. And while you're there, you're going to imagine that I'm right there with you. And I'm going to take some clear quartz crystals and simply absorb them into your vibration. That's for divine healing. Then I'm going to take black tourmaline and absorb that into your vibration. And that's for protection. And then I'm going to take rose quartz. And we're going to absorb that in your vibration. And that's for love. Now with the energy of the crystals, the high vibrational frequency of the earth, and your vibration feeling safe and secure, we're going to gently go up, back up the earth. And we're going to move to the base of your feet, and as we enter the body, we're going to awaken every cell in its levels of consciousness. And we're going to gently move up the ankles, calves and shins, over the knees, into the thighs. Gently at the base of the spine with all this beautiful energy, we're going to awaken the chakras. Let's go ahead and open the door of that root chakra. Fill it with that love and abundant light. Opening up the door of the sacral chakra, filling it with the love and abundant light. Moving into the solar plexus, filling it with love and abundant light. Moving back into the heart, filling it with love and beautiful light. Moving into the throat chakra, filling it with love and beautiful light. Moving into the mind's eye again, filling it with love and beautiful light. Moving into the crown chakra, filling it with love and beautiful light. Go 3 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet above your crown. Go above your room. Go above your home. Go into the sky. Go higher. Feel the energy like a bird. Go higher. Go into our galaxy. Become the moon, the sun, the stars, and the planets. Feel that energy that we are one. And go higher. Higher. Across dimension and time. Past the white lights and the dark lights. Higher. Keep going. There's no limit. Keep going. And I want you to imagine now that there's an indigo blue light. And I want you to go closer to that light. And if you can't see it, that's okay. Just know that it's there. Become that light and allow yourself to go to the place I call source. And here, we're going to plug our energy bodies in. Because whatever happens in source downloads into the physical body. And just like you will plug in an appliance, imagine plugging your energy body in and relax and go deeper. The intention is for more self-love, for self and for others. And wherever there may have been some trauma or pain of the heart, We're going to dissolve it. Now, and in the throat chakra, where you may not have spoken your truth, where there may have been any sort of blockage or trauma, we're going to dissolve it. Now, focus on yourself. See the light through the body. Know the healing is happening in your vibration, and continue to breathe. As I bring your vessel this prayer. Dear universe, God, creator, all there is, I stand in divine white light and power with every vessel here. I call upon their high vibrational ancestors and angels and request that the energy and the power that they have already within them, that they move any stagnant energy from every aspect of their vessel, setting their intention to clear the matters of the heart across dimension and time, bringing them power, attracting more love to their life in every situation. May they respond in love, giving them the power in their voice. So every time they articulate themselves, they are heard. They feel that they are speaking their authentic truth. And wherever they may have been blocked, if that is true for them, we release that blockage across dimension and time. Let them remember their innate power in their vessel. Let them remember that all is always well. Let them remember that it is their birthright to receive, and everything that they desire is already within their reach. It is done. It is done. It is done. Ashaya, and so it is. Take a deep breath in, beautiful soul, and allow for that energy to resonate deep within your body, coming into acceptance, bringing in the vibration of gratitude, seeing in your mind's eye the peace, the release from every cell in your body with things that will not have served you, and invite that new energy, that higher vibrational frequency into every aspect of your being. We're going to let your energy body charge while I bring your awareness back into the physical. Know that when you're ready to come down, you can bring that vibration to align within the body. Know that you're rooted and safe, and continue to trust that process. It is done. Take another deep breath in and hold that vibration, darling. As you exhale, bring the awareness into the palms of your hands. As you take the next inhalation, bring the palms of your hands together and allow it to generate some energy. And I want you to take that beautiful energy, darling, and I want you to gently cuff it over your eyes. And then I want you to move your beautiful hands to your left and right ear and do the same. And be here now. Just feel that vibration. And beautiful soul, we're going to move to the left and right side of your neck, just cuffing those hands, hovering around the neck, empowering the throat chakra. Feel that vibration and be here now. And then, beautiful soul, we're going to gently take your left and right hand and we're going to lay it gently on your heart as we begin and end everything in love. Take another deep breath in and expand that light throughout your vessel. Holding the breath in confirmation that everything is working for your highest good. As you release, bring the awareness to your feet and feel those roots and that stability. Take another deep breath in, and when you're ready, Beautiful soul. You can gently open your eyes and share.
I hope you all enjoyed that beautiful meditation. Go and check Tiik out, Spiritual Tiik on Instagram and any other platforms people can reach you with.
Everything Spiritual Tiik. Facebook,
Amazing. I'll put the
TikTok.
links in the description when this is ready as well. So, but Tiik, thank you so much, my darling. Absolutely a pleasure to have you on as our first guest of the Pure podcast, and I hope you guys have got some value from this. Check it out, and anything you need from me as well, please go to purebreathwork.org. You can catch me on social media, Pure Breathwork as well. All right, everyone, have a beautiful, beautiful day. We send you lots of love, divine blessings to you all. And we thank our beautiful Creator, Mother, Father, God, for that beautiful divine healing as well, and blessing us with all that we do. You are the substance of our abundance. You are the substance of our love. You are the substance of it all. We love you.
Absolutely.
See you soon, everyone. Blessings, everyone. Big love, and we'll see you on the next episode. See you soon. Peace.